okay, so my first month down here, boom, I got stabbed in the neck.
Stabbed in the neck?
Yeah, I got stabbed in the neck. I got stabbed in the neck because this man, okay, listen. I grew up with my mom until the age of 13 because she put me out the house for being gay. And then at 21, my mama died of cancer. The one person that was supposed to love me unconditionally judged me because of sexual orientation. And I go through that through life. Like, a lot of people look at me and be like, oh yeah, she's the aggressor. Oh yeah, this is, oh shit, the beat. They going to say, she's the aggressor, she's this, she's that. But if you get time to know me, you know, I'm just nothing but a lotus. That's how I see fit.
What was it that happened?
They was trying to lace the blunt. They had laced the blunt that I was smoking.
I guess the overall question is, how do you know that you don't like something if you've never tried it?
Because I know that if this get over 100K views,
all right,
I will put on a dress, makeup, all that for your YouTube.
Stop playing with me. What's up, YouTube? Man, it was a hot summer. But as the seasons change, there's still a lot of work to be done. So stay tapped in. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
29?
Yes.
And so how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless right now, currently going on a month. Currently the release of prison.
Okay, so you just got out of prison?
Yes.
Okay, and so how long was you in prison for?
I was in Clayton County for 3 years, and I went to prison for 1.5 years.
Okay, so you did 3 years in Clayco?
Yeah.
What was that for?
That was for a domestic violence case.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna tap into that. Did you go straight from Clayco to prison?
Yes, I went straight from Clayco to prison, but as I moved from Clayco to prison, I was basically sitting due to coronavirus, so it took so long.
Okay, so basically the reason why you was in Clayco for so long is because you had coronavirus?
No, I had a domestic violence case, and right then when I got locked up, corona had just happened and nobody was moving anything for a couple years. Clayton County, I was during the time of Victor Hill and stuff when he was getting indicted and stuff. Excuse me. So a lot of times I wasn't on the court docket. So for 2.5 years, I sat without a court date.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Man, it's crazy. It wasn't so much of the court case. It was the more of the staff, the more of the brutal things that they used to do to us. Like, I have been through the chair, I have been through everything.
Okay. All right. And so, do you have any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
No? Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. So, as far as this domestic violence case, right? So, how long was you with this person? I'm imagining this was a young lady?
Yes, this was a young lady, but I wasn't even with her over 6 months. And not being with her over 6 months, you know, you really don't know a person.
And so why? I mean, was the domestic violence that bad that you basically?
No. I felt as though, you know, due to the situation, the police could have said, well, you know, okay, well, go ahead about your business. You don't live here, she lives here. But they didn't. Clayton County, they jammed me up, and they basically tried to hit me with all types of obstruction and all types of stuff.
Okay. Did she have like any marks on her and stuff like that?
No, I had more of the marks on me.
They didn't take both of y'all to jail?
No.
So you essentially served 3.5 years for a domestic violence call?
Yep, and got sent to prison for another 1.5 years.
Why? What was the charge that they on paper?
Aggravated assault.
I'm sorry?
Aggravated assault.
And that's the same domestic violence situation, or is that something that happened in jail?
Yeah, no, that's aggravated assault. That's why they made me serve.
So did you did you assault her with a weapon or anything like that?
No. I signed a 3 through 10, and during the midst of signing 3 through 10, getting sentenced, they told me I get 2 for 1. They told me I'd be upon release. They took back that and told me that was for misdemeanors.
Okay. All right. So,
But I'm really currently homeless due to the fact of Pulaski State Prison not getting proper documentation. Yeah, I've been locked up for a year and a half. These people did not supply me with nothing just upon coming home. I had just came home August 5th. And just upon coming home, you know you can't get something if you don't have something. So I don't have no family in Georgia. My mother and father is dead. I moved down here by myself.
When'd you move down here?
I moved down here like over 8-9 years ago. And I've been locked up. I've been locked up for, I'm gonna say 7 of them years. So for 2 years, I done lived peacefully in Georgia.
You done been locked up 7 of the 8 or 9 years that you been here?
Yep. I'm from Baltimore. And a lot of stuff that they do down here is not tolerated. Like, it's not tolerated.
You know, I could tell you from Baltimore when you just said do. You said that they do down here?
That they do down here. I can't tolerate.
I love that Baltimore accent, man. All right, so let's just start from the beginning. So, where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Hey, man.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man. Shout out that BMO, man.
Right.
Shout it out, man, all day, man. Let me go get some crab cakes or something, man, from Baltimore.
Man, that's not all
man.
we got. That's good. We got good Chinese food. Everybody.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at it. All the hoods got good Chinese food.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah.
All right, so growing up in Baltimore, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No, growing up in Baltimore, my father died when I was 8. I was 8 years old. My
How
father
did he
died.
pass, if you don't mind me asking?
Sugar diabetes, a blood clot rushed to his heart.
Sheesh. Okay, so your dad passed when you was 8. My condolences about that. And so did you grow up mainly with mom, or?
Yeah, I grew up with my mom until the age of 13 because she put me out the house for being gay. And then at 21, my mama died of cancer.
So what was you guys' relationship like at the time when she passed?
We had a great relationship because during the time of 18.
Hold on real quick. All right, so quick interruption. I had to come over here to make sure they didn't do anything to my truck.
Yeah, right, too.
All right, so okay. So your mom put you at 13 because...
Yeah, she gave me back to the state of Maryland.
How did that make you feel at 13?
Man, f*** you mean? That shit made me feel like, man, f*** these niggas, what they talk about, f*** they talk about. But no, on God, no, that made me feel unwanted. And from 13 to 18, I used to run away. So, you know, like, that right there is the first step to homelessness, what people don't understand. That's the first comfortability. When you start running away, it makes you in your mind like, okay, I can survive without having nothing. And number one, you can't. But, I mean, that was my first step.
So, I mean, let me ask, okay. Prior to 13, I mean, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
Nah, I lived in the projects. Like, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from Gilmore Homes. I'm from where they killed Freddie Gray on Mount Street. No, I didn't live in a fairly good home. I lived in the projects.
Okay. I'm gonna ask, right? So did anything like ever happen to you when you was younger? Like,
of course. I was molested at 2 years old. Well, molestation. I wasn't forcibly penetrated until 13. At 13 years old, that's when I dictated my life and how things go and what I like.
So this is after you ran away or before you ran away?
No, this is actually during the time that I was with my parents.
Well, with your mom, right? Because your dad had passed at that point.
No, my mom and dad, since I was 2, I had them. But my father died when I was 8.
Right, and so at 13...
Yes, I had my mother up from 8 to 13.
Okay, and so what I'm asking is the incident that happened at 13 where you say you was...
I was with my mom.
Penetrated. Okay, you was living with your mom at that point.
Yeah, I was in the project.
What was it that happened?
They was trying to lace the blunt. They had laced the blunt that I was smoking. And they tried to sodomize me.
Cocaine, basically?
No, not cocaine. Some rabbit food and another type of chemical that knocks you out.
Okay.
So, with this being said, when that had happened, they was trying to sodomize me. I was unconscious. They tried to sodomize me. They could not penetrate me, so my pelvis inflamed. At this during time, I had woke up. I was in major pain, and I went home. That's what happened.
So did they penetrate vaginally as well, or just anally?
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't.
They just tried to penetrate anally and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Huh. Man, I mean, like, so when they tried to do that and it wouldn't work, what happened? They just got up and left, or?
I mean, basically.
Were you like knocked out still at that point, or were you conscious?
I was unconscious.
Okay, so you was unconscious. So by the time you woke up, the incident was done and over with. Okay.
Yeah. I was in a bando by myself down Lexington Terrace.
Okay, and so how did they know that you was there?
No, these was people that I thought was friends.
Okay, so you were there with them.
Yeah, I was smoking with them. I'm thinking they my friends.
Were they people your age, like guys your age?
No.
They were older?
Yeah.
Okay. When do you think you started to, I guess, acknowledge to yourself that you was gay, basically?
Okay, so it's funny. At 7 years old, I got caught in a closet for humping a girl. I was caught in the closet humping a girl.
Humping a girl?
Yeah. Like, it was crazy.
Just kind of like just hunching?
Just humping. Like, I don't know. I don't really, to be honest with you, at that young, people be like, they don't know what they be doing.
Right.
But you know, kids really do. Because it's natural. Like, you can't teach certain things.
It's kind of instinctual, right?
Like, yeah, you know. So
you got caught humping the girl at 7.
At 7. Okay, and then at 13, I had my first girlfriend.
Was this before or after that incident?
This is before the incident.
Okay, so you had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so how did your mom find out that you was gay?
Oh man, my mom found out I was gay by my godmother. And my godmother told her because I was dating one of her nieces. And so she like, hey Smitty, I got something to tell you. So my mother like, what? She like, yeah, you know, Pierre talking to Angel. She like, no, she not. She like, yes, she is. They arguing back and forth. So my mom come in the house. She like, hey. I'm like, what, Mom? She like, listen, your motherfucking ass better not lie to me. You gay? I said, Mom, why you think I wear boxes? I don't wear no more panties. She was like, man, fuck out of here with that dumb shit. But how she reacted was crucial because she acted like I was an AIDS victim. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she like, no, you got one spoon, one fork, one. And I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do that just because my sexual preference is what I choose to be.
What effect do you think that had on you?
Man, that shit fucked my dumb ass up. What the fuck? That shit fucked me up because the one person that was supposed to love me unconditionally judged me because of sexual orientation. And I go through that through life. Like, a lot of people look at me and be like, oh yeah, she's the aggressor. Oh yeah, this is, oh shit, the beat. They're going to say, she's aggressive, she's this, she's that. But if you get time to know me, you know I'm just nothing but a lotus. That's how I see fit.
Huh. Okay. Did you ever like boys?
No, well, you know, growing up, when you had a mother like I had a mother, like a project mother, you gonna have boyfriends because you don't want her to be beating your ass for real. That what the fuck going on. But
was this after 13 or before 13?
No, this is before 13. My last boyfriend, shout out dude. That's my homeboy right now, y'all. Like, we was probably like 7. We was 7.
7?
Yeah, we was 7.
So that's not really like, I get it, but that's not like, you know, that's like kiddie play.
Yeah, we was 7, but that's my man.
So let me
ask,
did you ever have penetrative sex with a man?
No.
You've never, ever?
No, that's not something that we doing. That ain't something that we doing.
Have you ever had any curiosity about it?
No, I to be honest with you, my intake of men is a whole different thing. You see how we just got into it. That's how we started talking.
Right, but I mean, why do you think that is?
That's because...
Do you think it stems back to your dad?
No. It stems back to a lot of men want this alpha male persona, but a lot of men is not alpha male. You have people that want this persona, but you don't do the necessary steps to be that alpha. See, women, let me tell you why I think women don't get enough credit. Because they have to be alpha no matter what the fuck y'all do. They have to be alpha. I have to be the one that be, oh yeah, my kids is gonna eat. Oh yeah, they're gonna go to school every morning. Oh yeah, they're gonna be.
So let me see if I can unpack this a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I get what you're saying. You're saying that especially in our community, 80% of the households are ran by women, and that what you're seeing a lot of times growing up is women leading in different parts of our community.
Right.
So you're seeing women lead in the household. You're seeing if you got church going people, you see 3/4 of the church is women. You see a lot, oftentimes your teachers in elementary school, the people that have authority over you are women. And so oftentimes, okay, so I see that, right? But I'm not gonna let you talk shit about our black men neither.
No. See, this
because
the thing.
hold on real quick.
I'm not gonna talk shit about our kings.
Okay,
because everybody's a king and queen in my eyes.
Well, everybody's not a king queen, but I get what you're saying.
But you diminish your character. You diminish and you tip your crown when you become other than the sort of what you made to be.
Well, of course. But I guess the point that we're making is that it seems like the idea that maybe the men around you didn't step up and actually exert their manhood and their responsibilities, their duties as a man, and that you saw women have to take that over, that may have caused you to kind of have some type of resentment towards men in that type of way.
No, because I had a great dad. Until I was 8, like I told you, my dad was taken by sugar diabetes, a blood clot rushed to his heart. I had a great dad that was a very supportive father, took care of 8 kids, not just his own. So, like, it wasn't about the male figures.
Right, it may not have been you personally.
Community.
Right, about to say, you may have just seen it out there, right?
Yeah, the community.
It may not have been your personal story, but if you're surrounded by that, it can still have a traumatic, an influence over you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so, okay, so, and I guess, so okay, let me ask you this, right? So, and I asked a gay guy this the other day, right? If you were to happen to have penetrative sex with a man, right? And it felt like great. Like it was like something that you've never experienced before. Would you even be able to imagine that, or what your reaction would be?
See, the thing right now, which you are selling me, is the male aspect. I wouldn't go back on what I like. My sexual orientation is sexual orientation. Now, if I wanted to get penetrated, we have toys for that.
Well, I get it, but
she could be my nigga and my girl.
Have you done that before?
No.
Okay, so
no.
So you've never been penetrated as far as that goes. Okay, and I get that. Now here's the thing. Now I'm gonna tell you, a toy is much different than the real life thing.
I mean, you can say that all day long, but we got real life replicas right now.
I get it, but that 98.6 degrees. That 98.6 degrees is that makes a difference according to what the ladies say.
But see, that's then again, like, you can't take that and be like, okay, well, that's what that is. Everybody like different things.
No. Listen, I get it, but I guess the overall question is, how do you know that you don't like something if you've never tried it?
Because I know that if that situation made me that uncomfortable and made me stick to my morals and principles and codes, and is the reason that sometimes I feel like this, that, and third, I'm not going to do that. No matter what it. I'm not a person that has that type of energy. To be honest with you.
Well,
if I don't like one
listen.
time, I'm not going to eat it again.
Well, I get it. But there hasn't been the one time yet. But I will say this.
Been the one time,
I'll say this in your defense.
Normally,
here's how you defend that, right? So someone says something to you like that. This is how you defend that. You say, I get it, but have you ever tried sex with a man? And I would say no, and then you would say, well, how do you know you don't like it? So then that would be your defense, right? Yeah. It's like, that's like the counter argument, you know what I'm saying? Just to let you know, right? So I do arguments and I do counter arguments. So sometimes it's just to get the discussion going.
I gotta start watching the channel, because I like that too. I like the counter argument without,
Yeah, I'm not just trying to push my narrative on people, but I do want to understand what's going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the point is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so because ultimately, those relationships, you know what I'm saying, led up to. So you said that you've been in jail for 7 of the 9 years. What else was you going to jail for?
Like, okay, so my first month down here, I got stabbed in the neck.
Stabbed in the neck?
Yeah, I got stabbed in the neck. I got stabbed in the neck because this man, okay, listen. When I came down here, I didn't know nobody, so I was homeless. And I was around some girls, they sold vagina or whatever. And it was this nigga that kept coming around, and he had strong armed one of the girls one day. And this is not while I was down here, but it was before I came down here. So every time she around him, she made it a point to say something. So, you know, to be honest with you, nigga just hit me before I hit him. That's all that shit is. You feel me? I don't feel.
I mean, was you trying to like protect her, like be kind of Captain Saver?
Yeah, because no, I wasn't being Captain kind of Saver her. But no, I'm not one of them people like, nigga, you ain't better do nothing in the dark and then come around me with that. Oh nah, because at the end of the day, I'm a female first.
Well, I get it, but you just made my point. You're a female first. He's a man, so why feel the need to try to buck up against a man or anything like that? It's not feel the need,
but I'm gonna protect myself. I already look like
well,
I
but
said.
was he coming after you or was he?
Yeah. The situation is, you know, listen, he wanted some of my chips, y'all, and I said, nah.
Chips?
Yeah, chips.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna pause you right there, man. We just had one of our favorite interviewees. He was a new favorite interviewee. Well, she was a trans person. She literally just got killed over chips, a 25-cent bag of chips in the street. Her and another guy got to arguing about it.
Over the cab, right?
No, over at Gateway. Like literally right down, like a couple miles up that way.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, right here downtown. Like, and it just happened like about a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
so they just triggered me when you said chips.
Yeah, so,
I'm like, man, I don't want nobody getting messed up over chips.
So he asked me for some chips. I'm like, bruh, no. Like, I'm not doing that with you. We ain't friends, and I don't fuck with what you think. You think I don't know, nigga? Like, I'm one of them type niggas. I gain.
So you got into it with him, and that's how you end up getting the stab.
In the midst, you feel me? He like, we can hit right now. I was new to Georgia, so I didn't know what hitting mean. Like, when people be like, oh, we can hit, what? Boy, you hit me. That be the last person you hit day in your life. And he whipped out a knife. I whipped out a knife, and he just stabbed me before I could stab him because he was taller than me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll say this. I'll say this, right?
Yeah.
I am curious as to what you would look like dressed as more of a female.
Well,
because
listen,
I'm gonna say this. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you. Beautiful smile, beautiful skin.
Do you hear that all the time?
Yes.
You do, right?
Because I'm sexy as a motherfucker. But listen though. Listen.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a bet with you.
Okay.
If this get over 100K views,
all right,
I will put on a dress, makeup, all that for your YouTube video.
Stop playing with me.
I put on.
Stop playing with me.
Now if this get over 100Ks now y'all gotta give me 100K.
Oh Lord.
Y'all gotta give me 100K.
Because you know it be all y'all lesbians walking around, especially like the bush ones. Yeah. And y'all be having big booties and all that, man.
I built like a brick house, ain't it? A Pam Grier out here. But listen, they give me 100K. Now listen, 100K views, I'll go ahead and put that on for you. Go ahead.
I mean, I ain't mad at it, man. This is Atlanta, so you can switch it up easy, you know what I'm saying? You can be a boy one day, be a girl next day.
No, see, that's that STEM shit. I ain't that STEM shit. I ain't no psychedelic. I ain't none of that. Straight up Lambo.
I ain't mad at it. All right, so it's okay. So we just got out a few months ago, right?
No, only a month ago.
1 month ago.
Yeah,
Jesus
August
Christ.
5th.
So what are we doing? First of all, where are we kind of laying our head at night? Like, you don't have to give the exact location, but like, is it like out in the street? Is it in the shelters?
Yeah, Shuddy is outside. Like,
so you're outside right now. Okay. Yeah. So what are we doing to get ourselves out of this position of
Well, right now, you know, I'm currently trying to get all my documentation. Because I'm not from here, it's harder to get documentation. Granted, the prison's supposed to
have all that stuff lined up for you.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't line me up with nothing but a $30 prepaid card, and was happy that I left because of the condition that they treated me in prison. That's a whole nother story. Like, my whole year and a half being in prison.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think that you're a good storyteller.
Thank you.
And maybe you should create a YouTube channel, man, and just do prison stories, because that's a real popular genre.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch those videos.
Well, now ask your audience. Everything is about audience, right? So ask your audience. If I get over 30K that say I can do it, I'm gonna do it.
Man, say less, man. Y'all better hit her up in the comments and let her know how
like
entertaining
I said, I got an organization that I'm about to start, a non-profit. It's called The Neighborhood. But actually, you know, they call me Bring 'em Home Smitty. Y'all don't know my name, but they call me Smitty or whatever. And you know, I do want to shed some light on the prisons. I want to shed some light because that's the reason why I stopped and did this interview, because I want the whole world to know. When you come home from prison, it ain't that you don't apply yourself. They don't give you shit. They'll give you shit, and then you got to deal with people like this that motherfucking take your time and waste your time and act like you just a peon.
You're right. It does take kind of a long time for these folks to help out and stuff like that.
Then let's be serious. As you being homeless on the street, you don't have emergency shelter for women, kids, or men. And then when you do
well, when it gets cold, they have the warming shelters. So, but you haven't been here when it's been cold yet.
That's a gymnasium, though.
Yeah, but I tell you what,
if you get paid over $10 million, why not buy some real estate? Why not buy community homes?
Well, listen. So at this point, so I guess right now you're just putting one foot in front of the other and just trying to get to the point to where you kind of got some stuff up. And, all right. Well, look, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
If you want to donate, my Cash App is Lilo and Stitch 60. Lilo and Stitch, LILOSTITCH 60. It will pop up Lilo and Stitch for life. If you wanted to contact me on Instagram and Facebook, my name is Stitch0828.
How you spell that?
Stitch, ST.ITCH0828.
All right, well, listen, miss, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. And we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here, all right? Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
Thank you.
All right.